Kanye West's foray into the sneaker world has always been met with pushback and some overall skepticism. Every time a new Yeezy model is teased or unveiled, sneakerheads and the general public rush to the internet to make jokes. Oftentimes, these jokes are pretty hilarious, but in the following months, they are contradicted with interest in the actual product. One of the best examples of this is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2. The sneaker was unveiled back in 2016 as a follow-up to the 350, and fans did not like it one bit. Many compared the silhouette to the bill of a platypus, while others said it was a glorified slipper. Once the shoe finally came out, all those jokes went by the wayside. Sneakerheads lined up on street corners and were willing to do anything just to get a pair retail. Resale prices were originally in the thousands of dollars until, of course, more colorways began to come out and the hype began to die down. 3 years later, the shoe continues to get new colorways, and at this point, one could consider a modern-day classic. There are a few silhouettes that can continue to get as much love as a 350 V2 without getting old. In some people's eyes, the 350 V2 has already reached Air Jordan 1 levels of iconic. With that being said, with iconic silhouettes come iconic colorways. To celebrate years of one of this decade's most important shoes, we're counting down the best colorways. Cream white. Putting the cream white model in the 10th spot seemed like the only logical thing to do here. The colorway is iconic thanks to the all-white aesthetic that has found its way onto pretty well every shoe to ever come out. Since this color scheme isn't particularly unique in any way, it's low on our list, but that doesn't mean it isn't fire. Part of the reason why the 350 V2 is so popular is that the silhouette is so sleek and wearable. With the all-white model, the sleekness is taken up a notch, and it makes for a shoe that can be worn with almost any outfit. They might be basic, but they're still undeniably fire, regardless of your taste. Oreo. Immediately upon looking at this shoe, you begin to understand why it picked up the name Oreo. This colorway is a throwback to the early days of the 350 V2, when Kanye first started experimenting with the sneaker silhouette. These debuted on December 16th of 2016 and continued on the trends found in the Black Friday pack from the same year. The shoe features a core black prime knit upper with a creamy white stripe on the side. In the middle of the stripe, you can find SPLY350 written backward. Once you add in the all-black midsole, you get into the sleek aesthetic that makes for one of the more recognizable colorways in the silhouette's history. Black Static. One of the most beloved models of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V1 is the Pirate Black colorway. When he revealed his plans for a 350 V2, sneakerheads immediately demanded an all-black pair. West sorta came through with that promise when he dropped the Bread model in 2017, but the red writing threw people off. 2.5 years later, Kanye finally revealed the Black Static 350 V2 to the world, and fans were immediately enamored. The shoe is incredibly sleek and picks up from where the Pirate Black left off. Based on sheer aesthetics alone, this pair could be one of the best drops of 2019. It will be much higher on this list if not for the lack of creativity in the color department, not to mention it was 2 years too late. Zebra. While it may have a reputation for being Hypebeast's favorite 350 V2 colorway, there is no denying the legacy of the Zebra model and its impact on the culture. When the shoe first dropped in early 2017, the stock was extremely limited and sneakerheads were paying exorbitant prices. Eventually, the sneaker restocked in the summer and the prices came down, but the hype remained the same. Almost 2 years later, Kanye came back with yet another restock, and once again the shoe sold out. As for the aesthetics, the sneaker lines up to its name. White and black stripes are complemented by red writing, which adds a unique twist to the overall look. It may take you a while to find a dope outfit to pair with these, but once you do, you'll be looking fly as hell. Some argue this is the most overrated 350 V2 colorway, but in our eyes, it's easily one of the best and most unique. Red stripe. If you've been following the 350 V2 from the very beginning, this selection shouldn't come as much of a surprise. The red stripe model was easily the standout of the Black Friday pack, and the resale prices reflect that. To this day, the red stripe is still one of the most limited Yeezys of all time, and the colorway itself is simply undeniable.